What's going on, beautiful people? Hope everybody's doing good. It's your boy into the age, and today's tutorial I'm gonna be showing you the powerful world of keyframing in Adobe After Effects. I already have After Effects opened, as you can see. So I already created a new composition. I named it keyframing, and yeah, let's get into it. So ideally, keyframing first of all is just how you record your animation from the first point to the second point. But let me be more explanatory by creating a new solid shape layer, and let us make it smaller. Okay, right there. Let's put it right there. Let us create, let's duplicate that, and we'll push it down, and let's change the color of this one. I'll press Command Shift Y to open the settings of that, and let's change the color. So yeah. Okay, so now we have these two boxes right here, and we want them to move from point A to point B. Let us create a new text layer. Let's call 1A, and let's duplicate, and let's move to the side and call the other one B. Cool. So we have, actually I'll make this bigger and make this bigger as well. Okay, so we have our point A and we have our point B. Okay, so we want these two boxes now to travel from point A to point B. How do we do that? Within whatever amount of timing that you're giving to it. But in this case, let's go with 1 second, and I'll trim contour path. So we want our box now to go from the blue box to go from point A to B within a second. How do we do that? So what you want to do is click on your subject, which is our box in this case, and we toggle down for position. So with position, like if you remember from my early stage of the tutorials, for every object that you have in After Effects, there's always a transform property that shows you the anchor point, the position, the scale, the rotation, and the opacity, and they all have individual shortcuts. So if I want to do anchor point, the shortcut is A, and if I want to do scale is S, if I want to do position is P, if I want to do what else is there, for opacity is the only different one that goes with T. So but let's go back to position. So since I want to move from point A to B, let us click on the stopwatch right here, which is where the topic of today, keyframing, is discovered. So now we've set a keyframe right here. So we've recorded this time here for this box to be on A. Now we move to a certain position on the timeline. Then we now move our box to position B, and as you can see, as I moved it from A to B, it created a new keyframe. So it automatically records the new position. So now if I hit play, do you see that it moves from position A to point B? So whenever you hear anything keyframe, it's just keyframing is the how you record, your position from where the subject starts his journey to the, to wherever it is that he's going to. And don't forget, you can also move from position to position. So for example, it's on point B right now. If I wanted to create a point C, let's duplicate the B, and let's say this is now C, right? This is now C. Actually, let's put C here. So now you can now go from, let me move this keyframe to like the middle. Let's now say it goes from A to B, then on C we want it to move here. So if I play back, it goes from A to B to C, A, B, C, A, B, C, A, B, C. So you can always do that as much as you want, depending on, whatever it is that you're going for. So that is that, but I don't want to do the point C, it looks ugly. So now we have a position from A to B, right? So let's move on for a little bit with the keyframe. So now let us do the same procedure with our second box. So we record the first frame and we go to B, and we move our box, to where B is, exactly the same point. So now you can see they move at the same pace, they start from the same place and they end at the same place. But one sweet thing that we can now do with keyframing is, regardless of how much they're both on the same position in the timeline, we can still do some sort of manipulation where the subjects behave very differently regardless of the position of their keyframe. So what we can do here is, first of all, highlight all your keyframes, right click on them and go to keyframe assistant and click on easy ease. So what easy ease does is it makes your animation smoother. Do you see that? Okay, if you don't see that, I'll leave one to have that, and I'll leave one to format. Okay, so just watch the two. Do you see? One is definitely landing a little bit smoother, and the first one goes just very haggard, like it doesn't show. That's one thing that you can do to to enhance your animation. And another thing you can do is, when you've selected your 2 points after adding the easy ease, come to this graph right here. It says the graph editor. Once you click that, you will see this graph, and on this graph you can always manipulate however you want your animation style to be. So let's say, for example, I click on here. If you see that as I'm manipulating the graph, it affects the animation. So you can always allow your subject behave however you want. If I press this now, see that? So what is happening here is your graph goes smoothly up, and when it's landing, it goes very fast. You can see that it starts slowly, but it gets to the middle. It's on a little bit of a medium pace, but when it gets to the end, it goes like pretty fast. And I think that'll be it for this particular tutorial. I just thought I'll warm you guys up to what keyframing is, and in our next lesson we'll go more in depth with other properties of your subject in After Effects. Okay, I'll talk to you guys soon. If you have any questions, don't forget, put it in the in the comments below, and I'll look forward to talking to you guys. All right, ciao.